everybody, I'm Laura Gale Locke with your City 7 News Now update. The Wichita Police Department is now using Facebook to get help solving crimes. We have Lieutenant Doug Nolte here with us today. Doug, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Well, first, why don't you just start off by telling us a little bit about how you guys are using Facebook to get some help with your cases?
Well, I'll tell you, Facebook's been great because we've been able to put some crimes out there and talk about what's going on with these crimes, put some pictures out, and what we've noticed is, especially this week, we had two cases in particular, one involving an individual we needed to identify that had a cell phone, and then a couple of people that we believe were stealing stuff from a locker in Hawaii. We put photos out there. We had a huge response from the community. And we were able to get all these individuals identified so that our investigators could go about doing their work and trying to solve these crimes.
Tell me a little bit more about when people are seeing your posts, how they give you the tips.
Well, basically how it works for us is that we put these things out on Facebook. We kind of put a description of the crime, who they can contact, and then we let the community kind of just talk about it. If you followed the posts that we put up, several of those people that were involved in talking about it would say, I think I saw someone here, these look like they might frequent here. Ultimately what ended up happening is we had 12 people that had information that was specific enough that we passed it on to the detectives. Those detectives took the information that we got off Facebook, they followed up on it, and they identified the individuals.
So there is a way for people, if they're maybe not comfortable just directly responding to your posts, that you leave numbers and people can contact your staff directly?
Absolutely. We understand that anytime we want to get information, people can be a little bit nervous about what does that mean. If I give information, do I have to then show up in court and testify? All these things we understand are kind of make or guide a person's decision whether or not they want to help. So, you know, obviously in social media, it's very social, people can see, but we also want to give an opportunity to look at a number and say, hey, well, I don't feel comfortable posting this, but I'll certainly call and give a tip.
So what are you hearing from investigators? Or are you getting lots of calls now, you know, with...
Well, obviously this week we've had some good luck. It doesn't always work out that way. We haven't necessarily gotten everyone identified, but what I think we're seeing is that detectives are able to take cases that maybe didn't have something that could to be followed up on, or maybe they were trying to identify them and that was what was stalling the investigation. They've said, hey, let's put this out there so that people can see. Maybe they know who this person is, and that's what's happening. So I think you're going to see this a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you hearing the same thing from other police departments? Are they saying, hey, Facebook is becoming a great tool for solving crimes?
Well, definitely. If you look at the trends in law enforcement and you start looking at what police departments are doing around the country, being able to put this information out from the police department is invaluable. Some departments are slower to adopt it. I will say that we have tried to be one of the leaders in this area just because we see the benefit from it. And as any kind of technology, there's always those times that you think, okay, we could have done this a little bit better. And there's always those little things that you have to adjust for.
So how many fans or likes do you guys have now?
Well, the last week we've been on a roll. We've had over 6,000. In fact, we're about 6,500 people that have actually liked our page, which is fantastic. Again, that's up about 500 likes. That just means we can get our information out to more people. And so that when we do put something up there, we have potential of more people taking a look at our information. The great thing is we got a lot of people that are engaged in that they're sharing our information. So for us, I think the social media, the social part of it's really working for us.
Mm-hmm. You know, the city's Facebook page has about 5,000, so I think maybe we need to get a little competition going on here.
Well, I'll tell you, you know, we the cool thing about what we're doing and working with the city is that we can pass on information, we can kind of promote things, because obviously we are part of the city and people sometimes maybe are locked in with the city's Facebook page and not ours. So with us sharing that, it's a really cool web of getting information out for us. So, but I still think that we are ahead, aren't we?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But not for long. So you want more people to like your page. Do you have any goals as to how many likes you'd like to get? You
know, we'd love to. Our benchmark right now is two things. Number one, we want to engage our community. We want people to be involved with us. But we're competitive, and wouldn't you know that somebody out there, the International Association of Chiefs of Police, actually rank police departments based on their social media use. And right now in Facebook, we are the #2 user behind Omaha, Nebraska. So we'd like to be #1 here in the next month or two, and if we have more likes, we have more people engaging us, I think we can do that. But again, you know, it's nice to be #1, but our goal is to engage the community, and the more people that we have following us and interacting with us, that's what our goal is.
Well, yeah, and I bet it won't take long before you guys will be #1.
I hope not.
And before we let you go, we should probably plug your mobile app one time.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things that we have worked with the city in general just to kind of figure out how to do, and we have it's called My Police Department. It's a mobile application that can be downloaded to either your iPhone if you use that, or a Droid phone. I'm sorry for you BlackBerry users, we don't have it in BlackBerry yet, so that's hopefully going to come. But what this allows you to do is kind of dial into the Wichita Police Department on your mobile phone, and if you have questions or comments or concerns, or maybe you see something out there that you think, oh, I wonder if the police department knows about this, you can take a picture and send it to us. So a lot of functionality there for those that are on the go.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
It's been fun hearing about it. Thanks for being here, and thank you for watching the City 7 News Now Update. Don't forget to like the Wichita Police Department's Facebook page, and while you're at it, hit the like button for the city's page too.